America, and usually I make videos like how-tos or demonstration videos or diagnostic videos. This time I'm going to do a video about fleet maintenance jobs. Worked quite a few, and I'm working at one right now, as you can see. My experience, I've been doing this for about almost 7 years, 6-7 years. Started off doing cars, then after that I moved to forklifts, went to school for diesel trucks, went and did construction equipment, worked on booms, worked on cranes, did welding, and then worked on semi trucks at another logistics company, and now I'm doing fleet maintenance. So another job that I was also did fleet maintenance as well. So I'm going to speak about fleet maintenance and how that goes about. I'm going to start off by going ahead and letting you know what a fleet is. Working for a fleet, a company with a fleet. So it's basically a company that has a whole bunch of trucks that's only their trucks. They own those trucks. So whatever repairs you do is coming out of the company's pocket. It's because it's their trucks. So everything's the liability is more on them. And it's not like it's just a customer from somewhere else and you're working on their trucks. So it's basically you're going to be working on the same kind of trucks, same type of trucks, majority of the time when you're going to fleet jobs, jobs with fleet trucks. So you're basically just maintaining their trucks rather than a random customer. So if you're a person that likes repetitive work, as in like seeing the same thing, nothing new and surprising, you work for a fleet because you know what kind of truck you're working on. Typically when the company buys trucks or updates their trucks, they're going to update their trucks and buy a truck that is the same thing as the one they had, just a more newer year. It's kind of like what the company I'm at right now, what they did. They had older trucks, and once those trucks reached a certain amount of years, I think 3 or 4 years, 5 years old, they phased them out and brought in newer model trucks. So now they have the 2020s, 2021, 2022, 2023s. So that's what fleets do. You basically work on the company's trucks that they own, and you will be working on repetitive stuff. So I'm gonna do this video in like a pros and cons kind of way. So I'm gonna start off first with the pros. So the pros of working in this in a fleet maintenance is basically this: you get the same kind of truck. So if you're the type of person that wants to specialize, I'm gonna say it in that way to make it a positive. If you are trying to specialize in a specific kind of truck, or that whatever fleet place you go to, because they all going to vary with different kinds of trucks. So if you go to a place that has all Freightliners, a majority Freightliners, or all internationals, or somewhere that has all Kenworths, you want to just you don't want to be at a dealership, but you want to specialize. That's kind of the good thing. So here there's a lot of Freightliner trucks. So I see a lot of Freightliners all the time, and I'm starting to get more used to and more better on the DD engines, because they have Detroit engines and Freightliners, majority of them. So I'm starting to actually get more grasp on that because I see it all the time. So there's sometimes I can look at certain codes that come, I can kind of look at it or know what I'm dealing with. So that's a good thing, I guess, if you want to specialize in something and know something very well. The second thing is that if you want to have a low stress environment, basically what this place is like a low stress environment. You kind of know, so it basically goes back to working on the same things. You already know what you're going to do. So it's not like you have to come in one day and be like, dang, am I going to get a transmission today? Or am I going to get, because usually certain fleets, and particularly I'm speaking on my fleet, they don't do anything big because they get new trucks all the time. So it's warranty. So bigger things like that, they'd rather outsource it, save time, and save on training or whatever the case may be. So that's just where I'm at right now. They don't do that kind of stuff. So it's low stress. So low stress meaning that, I'm not stressing about any of the jobs I do. Like right now, what I'm doing now, I'm pulling up codes. So now I got to do a shift knob handle right here. So doing that shift handle is pretty easy. It's a new truck. You know, it's not like I gotta go through and fish out old, for old, bolts, trying to get it out and all that. It's straightforward because it's new. Pop it in, pop it out. Next truck. So that's just like low stress environment. So in every company, when you go, they have their own things that they want done. So, and usually that tends to be very easy. So just from my experience. So I just kind of thought I should add. So the shift nozzle, the shift handle is supposed to do, as you can see, there's only one bolt that holds this on, and it was loose at first, and all I had to do was just tighten it. So now that all I had to do is just tighten it, I mean, that's the job. And now I can return my part. After I return the part, then yeah, that's pretty much that. That'll be the end of this job, and then I'm gonna go get another truck, and then it's probably gonna be something else, because nothing really great and major really happens with your fleet maintenance job, especially if they have new trucks. So yeah, that's just an example. The good thing about it is when you are working on a with a fleet company, they got good benefits, decent benefits. I feel some of them, it depends on where you go as well. So they have good benefits, and then majority of them are hourly based. So it's not like you are doing a flat rate and you gotta, add up your change at the end of the day. Here you clock in same time, get out same time. If you know what I'm saying, like I said, low stress. You can't finish the job, you leave it, you come back, somebody else does it, and then, it's like it disappears almost kind of in certain places. But other than that, yeah, you get the same kind of like 40 hours. It's nothing more, nothing less, kind of almost. Yeah, you get your time, so you get overtime, but that's when the company, wants to. That's when you get your overtime. So, other than that, yeah, it's kind of like very predictable. So if you like to predict the future, then yeah. So another thing about that's like a good thing. It's kind of like your customers, I guess, maybe, depending on who you are. Your customers are going to be people who most likely 9 out of 10 work for the fleet, because if your company has a fleet, they're going to need people to drive that fleet, and most likely they're hiring their own drivers. So when they're hiring their own drivers, then kind of almost your coworkers in a way, but still a customer, and they're more relaxed in different ways than you would work, for non-fleet maintenance. And the customers kind of, they about their money, about the time. Time is money. You gotta go. They want to fix. They want no games and all that kind of stuff. So that's just another thing. I guess that would tie into stress-free, because you don't have a customer on your back. So the negatives, I'm going to get into that right now. So if you're looking for a high pay, something extraordinary, you're not going to necessarily get it in fleet working on diesel trucks. I'm staying in Florida. I don't know about anywhere else, but for Florida, you're trying to, get paid a lot more, maybe more than, I say about $35. I don't think you get it in a fleet. So I haven't found any so far. So that's just that part, and everything you're paying, everything is more controlled. Another thing is there's a lot of politics in it as well. You're working for a fleet. And of course, there's politics in other jobs, but it's a little different. It's like there's longer wait times. When you have longer wait times, because you have to wait for budgeting and all that, so you could have a truck that needs to be fixed. It's going to sit there until, they do something about it. Either they can't do it due to budget issues or whatever the case may be. It'll definitely cause a long wait time. So you could have a truck that you're ready to do or you already started on. You can't even do it because the company has their own guidelines to how they get started on fixing stuff. So that's just another thing. Then also too, you gotta kind of get used to what trucks are, are certain, because the different trucks have certain trucks for different kind of things. So you have like, this truck is this kind of truck for this reason, and this truck has this kind of special treatment because of this reason. So you definitely have to keep up with stuff like that. Certain places, different where you go when you're dealing with fleet. So on the contrary to liking the same stuff and repetitive work, now makes it a con if you don't like doing the same work. If you are looking for a challenge, a fleet If you're like just starting out in the industry, okay. But if you're like been in the industry, in the diesel industry for a while, and you're looking for a challenge, don't go to a fleet. Just don't go to a fleet. You're looking for some challenges, because it's not you're gonna only get challenged to so far. I feel like sometimes when I go to a different place, I get that first kind of challenge of different kind of things for a certain while. And then after that, it's like the same things. And if you're looking for a place that's going to give you challenges and all the time, challenges, and new things and new ways to learn, and bigger companies, especially if you're going to go out there and work for different places like Penske Ryder, or, bigger logistic companies, you want to be able to, those places over there, they will give you all the training and everything like that. Now you come into a fleet, yeah, some of the times it's just learn as you go. That's how I feel. But that's just one of the cons in terms of, challenge-wise. If you're looking for a challenge, fleet's it's not for you. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, because I didn't want to make a long video, because there's not too much to fleet anyway. It's kind of there's not really that much to it. But I can say is that for me personally, my experience with doing fleet trucks, yeah, I'm not really liking it. It's just not my forte. But it's definitely something I feel for an older person who's been through all those big jobs and all sorts of different kinds of experience. They can come to a job like this and have that comfort, relaxation, no stress, stuff like that. So I'm not knocking fleet diesel jobs. It's just, for me, pretty young. I like to get out there, get my hands dirty, and actually, learn more stuff, better stuff, see new trucks, no matter what year, old or new. That's just me personally. But yeah, it's just for me. I like to go out and be doing wild stuff. So yeah, that's just my take on it. But if you like fleet, it's definitely not a bad place. It's kind of like a country club almost. You can, boost your skills and specialize. There's nothing wrong with that. But personally, yeah, that's just fleets. Just letting you know for people who don't know about fleets, or if you're looking to get into a fleet company that you're not sure. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I can also make more videos on different kinds of jobs if you want me to, or if you want me to make more in terms of working in fleet industry. Well, not fleet industry, but the fleet section of this industry, then yeah. And there's also different kinds of fleets as well, not just on diesel trucks, but they have fleets on cars as well. But yeah, personally, I like diesel trucks, so I do diesel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, let me know anything you guys want me to post, and I definitely do so.